Now, we consider what happens if two sources conflict. So previously, we had a source for Ann Taylor that listed her age as 21 and birth date as 1830. But we have found another record, there exists another record, of a marriage between Ann Taylor and John Marsden happening in August 1851 in the same location, but here Ann Taylor is listed as being 18 years old, and it lists her father as Peter Taylor. So in one record it appears that she is 18, in the other she is 21. Let's take a look and see which one is correct. So this is the record that lists her as being 18 years old. We zoom in. Here's John Marsden and Ann Taylor, the 13th of August. Age, it simply says full, and it lists her as 18 years. He is labeled as a bachelor, which means he has not been married previously, and she is labeled as a spinster, which means she has not been married previously. He is a farmer. He is from Brampton. She is from Bolsover. The father's name is John Marsden, so John Marsden's father is John Marsden. And Taylor's father is Peter Taylor, and they are both farmers. So this lists her as 18 years old. Let's look at the other record. The other record is a record of marriage, and it says Chesterfield. This says the 9th day of August, so this must be the marriage license. And it says that John Marsden from Brampton, of the full age of 21 years and upwards. What this means is he isn't necessarily 21, he could actually be older than 21. And down here we have Ann Taylor, and she is listed as under age of 21 years with the corresponding text crossed out. This means that she was younger than 21 years, whereas John Marsden could be 21 years or older. So this doesn't have an accurate date for their ages, whereas this record only has an accurate year for her age of 18 years, which means she was not born in 1830. She was born in 1833. So that is something that we can edit and update and then with this one we review Ann Taylor, attach it to her, compare to John Marsden. He was married the 13th day of August. Have a standardized place. Attach. There are others on the record. Peter Taylor is Ann Taylor's father. There's nothing immediately connected to her, so we can create a new person, Peter Taylor, to be her father. When we find a record of her father, and if he is already in the system, we can then merge the one we just created with the other one. Now we need to attach John Marsden's father to him. So we change to John Marsden, and have his father, John, male, deceased, create new person. So when we get more information, if we find out that John Marsden with his son, John Marsden, was already in the system, then we can merge this John Marsden with the other John Marsdens, so we don't have duplicate records. Okay. So now we go back to, now we go back to Ann Taylor, refresh the page. Her birth is 1833. It is backed up by sources. They are married. The 13th day of August. Let's edit this. This is an extra one. We can delete it because they were not married more than once. This is also an extra one. It's a duplicate. So they only have a single marriage here. So we had two records that conflicted with each other, and we looked at the records and saw which one was correct, and updated her birth year and the day that they were married. And we also gained the information of the name of her father.